Well, good morning. It's a beautiful day out today. Got some wind going on here, and hopefully it won't affect the audio too much today. But I want to share with you something I recently picked up off from Amazon, and it was a little bit of a impulse buy. But I ran across this stove, and I've also got another stove. I've got a solo stove and some other ones I might show you. This one's actually by Redcamp. It says camping stove. On their website and on Amazon it says a backpacking stove. I wouldn't call it a backpacking stove. I don't know the exact weight. It says the gross weight here is 0.9 kilograms. And but I heard good reviews about it. A couple mixed reviews. So this one I believe is the small one. This one I'll give you some measurements here in the video. But this is me opening it. It comes in a nice box, you know, a little picture of it. And one thing I do like about this is this, as a small camping stove that I can take with me on a small camp trip or something else, is comes in a nice zippered case here. The one complaint I see, okay, mine has it, from people that have purchased this, is that it's really hard, or it takes a long time to remove this blue film. And when I read the online reviews, some people said that that was no longer an issue and that the blue film was no longer on it. So it looks like mine still has it on it. And I have never set this up, so I'm going to figure out how to set it up today. It could be that there's one slightly bigger than this, that maybe that one film is not on. This one actually measures that would be about tall, that's about 8 1/4 tall this way. And then once I open this up, looks like there's some parts here. I'll set this up closer to the camera. And it looks like it's about about 5.5 and approximately 5.5. So 5.5 by total height 8 1/4. I apologize about I broke my wrist a few weeks back ago, and so I'm kind of dealing with this. It's making it harder to do any type of filming, recording, handling of things, but we'll make do. So let me show you this. Let's try to figure out how to pull this bit together. But also, let's take a shot of how long it takes for me to remove all this film. So like I said, I broke my wrist a couple weeks ago, and I'm just now starting to get some strength in my fingers, so it might be difficult to support with this hand and peel with this, but let's see how long it takes to peel this off. Let's see what the big fuss is with someone with only one arm. So let's just start here, start taking it apart, peeling it off. Well, so far it doesn't look too easy. I'm just going to pick a spot and start peeling. How's this? Okay. Well, that's not good. That'll probably never come out. Looks like they put the rivets on after the metal, so that'll probably have to burn off. So initially this looks like it's going to be as challenging as people online have said it is to take this off. I can see on the hinges there it's going to be fairly challenging to get that out. So, and that's really, I think, I haven't seen anything other than that as being a negative about this. Other than that, people are saying that the large is sturdier. And to be honest with you, I originally thought I ordered the large, but now that I look at it, I believe this is I don't know if you call this a small or a medium, but this is actually the size I want. I'm not taking this on backpacking trips. I'll probably do some bushcrafting with it, but I've got a couple other stoves. I've got the Bush Box, which I'll be reviewing. The Bush Box XL. This is clearly going to be difficult to get out of spots here. I heard the must have been somebody on the website said it took about 9 minutes to easily peel this off. It doesn't look like it so far. Maybe there's a way to warm this up or steam it. That piece came off fairly easy. But how do you get all this out? That did come off. And then it keeps sticking to my fingers. Static cling. So I imagine you got a little bit of a fingernail. Or some tools you might be able to get this off easier. This is going to take a while. Definitely going to take a while. I need some help with the tool. Just can't get, my fingernail just can't get underneath that. I would imagine with a pair of tweezers I could grab this easier, so I'm just using a dull razor blade. That one just won't come off. I can't get that out of there. Wow. Not a pleasant experience. If you're somebody like me, you probably, this was a really good price, like 25 bucks on Amazon, but I'd be willing to spend a few more dollars. They just not use this stuff. It's supposed to be to protect the metal. I guess if somebody wants to get it, it's going to be, they want it to be pretty. I don't care about pretty. I want functional, but I don't want to spend an hour taking this off before I can use it. I mean, I guess if I really didn't care about pretty, I'd just start it up, but you have melted plastic all over this thing. And on the hinges, I'm just afraid that if I get some melted piece in there, it's not going to close properly. It'll take a while to burn out. I don't so much care about these rivets. I do care about this one because it's a joint. And I'm still not done. Maybe I should have paid my kids a few dollars to $10 to take this off. There we go. Once we're almost done. Take this side off. Get towards the end. One more, I think. Okay, let's look at this. The stove has the majority of it off. There's some right there. A few little spots on these hinges. I can take that off probably by cutting that off. That's not enough to gunk it up. Once I start it up, it'll burn the rest of this off. That was unpleasant. That was definitely unpleasant. So still got a little bit right here. Oh, that came out fairly easy. Okay. So I'm not so much concerned with being perfect, but as you can see, I am still a little bit. Oh, and look at this. We're still not done. We're still not done. This should come off easily, though. There we go. Looks like the metal's cut and wrapped and then assembled. They wanted to protect it. So that's why the rivets and the hinges all are totally covered with this blue stuff. I probably could give it a different name, but we'll call it blue stuff. Let's look at the picture. What do we got here? We got a stove. We got a nice cooking grate for the top. It doesn't look anything like the picture. The picture doesn't show it like this at all, but it's a cooking surface nonetheless. Oops. It's got a surface down here for laying things on, and then it looks like we've got an ash pan down here, I'm only guessing that this goes in here like this. Alright, and I may be guessing wrong. Aha! So the ash pan does not slide in here like I was assuming. I bet that's got a number of people. Does not go in there, but it does go from the side and sits on top of this lip right here. So we'll just slide that up from the side. Seems like a pretty sturdy stove. It's 430 stainless steel. But there you go, there's your stove. It must have been the big one that showed the pins on the side. Showed pins, and you could put other type of burners in there, but you could put some of the type of charcoal. I'm definitely thinking of cooking something with charcoal in this. You could cook obviously natural woods and things like that. You could cook with that. You could put like an alcohol burner in there, although I think that would be, as long as you had something to set the alcohol burner on, because that's a pretty good distance between your cooking surface. If you had a pan sitting up here, or if you were cooking something on here, I would use charcoal or some nice cherry wood if I were cooking a little piece of meat or something. Cherry tastes great with chicken, I think. But no, it looks good. We'll have to fire this thing up now and burn this stuff off. Maybe I'll cook a meal for you. But I just wanted to get this initial review of this. Not even a review, but initial thoughts on this stove. It looks sturdy. It does pack down small. I really like this. It packs down small, fits in this bag. For 25 bucks, if you're willing to deal with all this, and like I said, I think if I put some steam over it, it might take the static cling out, and it might peel off a lot easier. Then again, that might make it worse. So to fold it up, you're just going to pull this out, fold that up, fold it down accordion style. These don't fold down, they fold up, okay. And then I imagine these could just sit in, do they slide in here? Nope, we're going to have to sit on one side or the other if I slide this in here. Hard to do with one hand. My hands are getting stronger. It took me about 3 weeks to gain a little bit of use in my fingers. I'm trying to use them every day. This is challenging. Yeah, slide that in there. Slide this in here. And there you got it, a little cooking stuff. I have to weigh this in terms of pounds. I'll put this in the video. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next video. Where I cook something. Camping wood stove. That's a good term for this, camping wood stove. I wouldn't call it a hiking stove. There you go. In final review, I think looks like a good stove. I'm going to do another video where I'll do some cooking on this, maybe do some charcoal, regular wood, burning, cook something on a skillet. If you don't, it's a great stove, it's a good purchase, it's a good buy, if you don't mind peeling all this off. So if you are the type of person that enjoys a 1,000-piece puzzle, you might enjoy this. I did not. It was very tedious, and if you're not the kind of person like me, I like to get something out of the package, I like to use it. But all in all, it looks like a great product. We'll be testing it out, and we'll see how it holds up over time. Thank you for joining me today.